In a world buzzing with notifications, endless emails, and constant distractions, true deep work has become rare and incredibly valuable. Today, we're diving into Cal Newport's groundbreaking book, Deep Work, to explore how mastering focus can transform your career, your productivity, and even your life. Deep work is defined as professional activities performed in a state of distraction-free concentration that push your cognitive abilities to their limit. These efforts create new value, improve your skills, and are hard to replicate. Newport contrasts deep work with shallow work, which consists of non-cognitively demanding, often logistical tasks, performed while distracted. While shallow work is easier and more common, it generates little long-term value. In an increasingly competitive and knowledge-driven economy, the to perform deep work is becoming rare, yet extremely valuable. Individuals who cultivate the skill of deep work will gain a significant advantage, produce high-quality results, and achieve professional fulfillment. Newport also introduces the idea that cultivating deep work requires deliberate practice and careful management of attention in an environment full of distractions. Modern workplaces are dominated by constant connectivity, open office plans, digital notifications, and a culture that prioritizes busyness over meaningful output. Emails, meetings, Slack messages, and social media encourage multitasking and fragmented attention, making it extremely difficult for people to engage in extended periods of focused, high-value work. He emphasizes that this scarcity of deep work actually increases its value because few individuals cultivate the ability to concentrate deeply. Those who do gain a significant competitive advantage. They can produce higher quality results, learn complex skills faster, and create work that is difficult to replicate. In other words, the rarity of deep work makes it a skill worth mastering. Many organizations reward immediacy and responsiveness over quality and depth, and social norms encourage constant busyness. Newport warns that if individuals do not deliberately protect their attention and structure their work around focus, they risk being trapped in low-value, distracted routines. Developing the ability to perform deep work requires intentional effort. It is not enough to occasionally focus. One must build habits and rituals that minimize distractions, enforce periods of uninterrupted concentration, and maximize cognitive output. By doing so, individuals not only achieve professional excellence, but also gain a sense of control and mastery over their work. He argues that engaging in deep, focused work allows individuals to experience a sense of purpose, mastery, and fulfillment that shallow work rarely provides. Unlike shallow tasks, such as checking emails, attending superficial meetings, or scrolling social media, deep work challenges the mind, encourages skill development, and fosters a state of flow where time seems to disappear. He highlights the ideas of thinkers like Carl Jung, who believed that meaningful work often requires intense concentration and withdrawal from distractions. By immersing oneself fully in cognitively demanding tasks, individuals not only produce higher quality results, but also experience intrinsic satisfaction and a sense of craftsmanship. Meaning in work does not come from busyness or external approval, but from engaging in activities that stretch one's abilities, create lasting value, and reflect personal excellence. Deep work enables people to leave a tangible mark on the world, cultivate their unique talents, and experience work as a form of self-expression rather than a mundane obligation. Newport also points out that the digital age, with its constant connectivity and superficial multitasking, makes it easy to avoid meaningful work. Yet, those who deliberately schedule time for deep, focused work can unlock both personal and professional fulfillment. By embracing challenges, resisting distraction, and committing to concentrated effort, individuals can find a profound sense of purpose and satisfaction in their work. He emphasizes that while deep work is valuable, rare, and meaningful, it does not happen automatically. It must be deliberately scheduled and protected against distractions. He identifies several challenges to working deeply, including digital distractions, shallow work, and the cultural norms of busyness. To overcome these obstacles, he recommends creating routines, rituals, and work environments that encourage sustained focus. This can involve scheduling deep work sessions, block uninterrupted time on your calendar, creating a distraction-free environment, reduce interruptions from devices, notifications, or open office noise, setting ambitious, clear goals. Define what you want to accomplish during each deep work session. Implementing time-bound rituals. Decide when, where, and how you will work deeply to make it a habit. Newport also emphasizes the importance of embracing boredom and resisting the urge for constant distraction. By training your mind to focus even when not stimulated, you strengthen your capacity for deep work. Ultimately, working deeply allows individuals to produce high-value results, improve skills rapidly, and gain a competitive advantage in their professional lives. He explains that the ability to concentrate intensely is like a muscle that must be trained. In today's world, we are constantly seeking distractions, social media, emails, and notifications, which prevents our brains from learning how to focus deeply. To cultivate deep work, Newport argues, we must embrace boredom and resist the urge to switch to distractions at the first moment of mental discomfort. Newport emphasizes that it is not about avoiding leisure or breaks, but about training your mind to tolerate periods without stimulation. This strengthens focus and allows you to enter deep work states more reliably. He introduces practical strategies such as schedule distractions, allocate specific times for internet, social media, or email rather than reacting immediately. Practice productive meditation. Focus your attention on a single professional problem while performing a physical activity, like walking. Train attention in small increments. Gradually increase your ability to stay focused during mundane or repetitive tasks. By embracing boredom and practicing sustained attention, individuals build mental resilience, improve their capacity for deep work, and ultimately produce higher quality results. Newport stresses that learning to tolerate boredom is a prerequisite for mastering deep work in a world full of constant digital distractions. Cal Newport argues that most social media platforms are distractions that fragment attention, reduce productivity, and hinder deep work. While many people assume that social media is essential for personal and professional success, Newport challenges this idea by emphasizing the importance of intentionality. Using only the tools that provide substantial value and align with your goals. He introduces the craftsman approach to tool selection, which asks, does this tool significantly help me achieve my professional or personal objectives? If the answer is no, it should be eliminated. This mindset encourages selective, mindful use of technology rather than passive consumption. Newport also points out that social media encourages shallow work, quick reactions, constant notifications, and fragmented attention, which reduces the brain's capacity for focused, meaningful tasks. By quitting or significantly reducing social media use, individuals can reclaim hours of attention, reduce cognitive clutter, and create space for deep work and high-value activities. Practical strategies. Identify which online tools truly serve your goals. Eliminate the rest. Schedule deliberate, limited use of digital tools if necessary. Protect attention by avoiding compulsive checking of social media. Focus on activities that generate meaningful long-term value. Cal Newport emphasizes the importance of minimizing shallow work, tasks that are low value, easy to perform, and often interrupt your focus. These include administrative duties, emails, unnecessary meetings, and other busy work that fragment attention and consume time that could be spent on high-value, cognitively demanding deep work. Newport argues that shallow work is unavoidable to some extent, but it should be carefully managed and limited. He suggests scheduling every minute of your workday to ensure that deep work gets priority and shallow tasks do not take over. Key strategies include time blocking. Allocate specific time slots for deep work and shallow work. Set limits for shallow work. Reduce email checking, meetings, and low-value tasks. Prioritize high-impact activities. Focus on tasks that create significant professional or personal value. Measure your time. Track where your hours go to identify and reduce wasted effort. By systematically draining shallow work, Newport emphasizes that individuals can free up large blocks of time for deep work, produce higher quality results, and make meaningful progress toward their most important goals. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the world of deep work. Remember, in a world full of distractions, your ability to focus deeply is your greatest advantage. Start small, schedule focused time, resist the urge for constant distraction, and embrace the power of intentional, meaningful work. If you found today's episode helpful, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode.